Right, here we are back on military climb. As you can see, it's really busy. Got to watch out for all the traffic and all the cyclists. This is about 3k from my home, and it's like having a private 6.5 kilometer alpine climb to test on. That's always empty with perfect tarmac. So that's kind of what it's like in Mallorca. You get used to it. And this is the Ostro at the moment. So with a shallower front wheel, I've gone for a 49, still Decadence, this fantastic Australian brand that are producing some really light, high performance wheels that are excellent value for money. Still got the 60 on the back. You can see the front has had the silicone treatment, and basically I've done this just because I was feeling a sensitivity to the side winds, which I didn't particularly like. It's been quite blustery lately, fair enough, but I never really had a problem with the Sworks on the 50mm borers, and I didn't like that little twitchiness that I was getting on this one. So I've gone back to 49 for the front. I think the 60 is fine in the back because there's no real steering issues in the back. And already today it's quite blustery and it feels a lot better. So hopefully I've solved that problem, and it may even make the turn in a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier to adjust its line. Even though, as we've seen, or we'll see, the weight is almost identical. So it's not a weight issue, it's just a surface area issue really. So yeah, there we go. That's so we're going to be trying this out as it stands there. Another new addition is this Aero bottle cage. It's an Elite CX, and you can see that it's very nicely in line with the down tube, whereas the round bottle stuck out quite a bit on the sides. So, you know, it makes a lot of sense to my mind that if you've got this aerodynamic down tube like that, oh, a bit of traffic there, you don't want to spoil it by having a big bulging bottle coming over the sides. And I think that it's not just for this bike. There's a lot of bikes out there, the Scott Foil, the Cervelos, Trek Madone. I mean, they would all benefit, I think, from tucking your water bottle away like this. Now, this isn't perfect. It does rattle a bit. It's weird. It depends how much water it's got in it, what the temperature's like. Sometimes it doesn't rattle at all. Sometimes it does. It's fairly easy to get in and out. Oops, but the bike falls over. I put a little bit of tape here just to deaden any noise. It clips back in quite nicely like that. It's not huge. I think it's 375mm. I'm always a one bottle kind of guy anyway, but this is a little bit small. Once the summer comes around, I'm gonna have to probably put the other one back on or work out some other solution. One idea I've had actually is, why can't they put some sort of camelback thing in? There's a huge amount of space down there and down here. Could they not put a little camelback thing inside the frame with a little straw sticking out of the head tube that you could drink from? I know it'd be difficult to get out for cleaning, but then all that would be gone. Can I patent that idea? What's interesting is with these weights, you know, I remember once upon a time, a few years ago, I went into a cycle cafe in Mallorca with a friend of mine. We were both on 50mm wheels, and some local guy in there said, "Oh, you obviously won't be going climbing on those then." And I just thought, what? Why would you say that? I mean, my wheels were lighter than just about anybody else's in there, and you know, if they can be light, then what's the issue? If they're deep, being deep doesn't mean they can't climb. So, you know, if there's no weight penalty, then go for deeper wheels. The only caveat to that, I would say, is if it's a very windy day and you're getting blown off course on the downhills or making it a bit twitchy, then yeah, you could go a bit shallower. But it's never been a major issue for me anyway, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not sure what that's about really. If there's an aero gain there and it's going for not much weight cost, if at all, then take it. I thought I'd weigh the front wheel fully built up in my toilet, because I've sort of cyclized it with a Synthase carbon handlebar toilet roll holder, a EVZero towel holder stem, and a something bottle cage soap thingy there, old cycle speed shirt, mural, cassette mural thing, and just a few little photos and stuff when I was young. Okay. So this is the 50mm wheel that has had one side siliconed, and you can see it's pretty smooth. I'm quite proud of that one. You get better as you do more. And so the silicone has added 10 grams on one side. So it will add 20 grams when I do the other side. But what's quite interesting is that if we now compare this to the 59mm wheel, which has already been siliconed on both sides, and it's got the same 160mm disc, it's bang on 1,000. So the weight difference is actually very small between the 49 and the 59, which I was surprised about. I thought the 49 would actually be a bit lighter. So there really is, with these wheels, there's no weight penalty for going deep. So as long as there's not strong winds that would buffet you around, you know, go for these wheels. So a few people have been asking me about this patented cycle speed Aero tyre interface solution. So I thought I'd just refresh your memories on it. There is a video on this, but just very quickly, take some clear silicone, start the valve so you know where you're going, and just apply a bead of silicone, whoops, all the way around. You don't have to apply tons, but just enough to fill the gap. And then the next step is just take an old credit card like that and apply it nice and flat on the, you can see it better, something like that. Apply it nice and flat on the wheel so you're touching the rim and the tyre, and then just scrape it across like that, and quite a lot of silicone should come off like that. So you can just wipe it off every so often and just carry on all the way around like that. Yeah, overall pretty good. Somebody's been having fun. Something with quite a lot of power by the looks of it. There's about 20 euros of rubber on the floor there. So yeah, these wheels, I think Cadence have really knocked it out of the park, to be honest. They make other wheels look a bit silly for the money, and so much so that there's a bit of a waiting list now for these. And they do tubulars, they do clinchers, they do, I think they start at 38mm, 49s, 59s, and an 80 something. So there's the full range there. You can buy the basic model, which is a little bit heavier, or just spend a little bit more and get these Decadence, nice play on words lads, wheels which are a little bit lighter, slightly better rims, bearings. So I think it's worth the money, and it's all in 1,200 euros a pair, and they're lighter than anything that Zip or Envy make, and they're cool. Very nice, smooth surface, nice finish, very well made. I've had absolutely no complaints with these whatsoever so far. They're really good. You know, I've had lightweight Milensteins, I've had Mavic Ultimates, the carbon ones, which I think are about 40mm. I've had Karima 50mm with the big round spokes. I've had the Campagnolo Borers. I've had some DT Swiss 50mm. Didn't like those for some reason. Felt a bit dead. That was about 3 or 4 years ago. But I think the new ones are better. And the good thing about DT Swiss, the new wheels they're making, is that the nipples are hidden. And normally, I wouldn't be the kind of guy that says, I like my nipples to be hidden, but on wheels it does make a lot of sense because there's no point in putting them in the fastest part of the airstream. So if you know, Cadence, if you're listening, one little thing, hide your nipples. This sign here is quite famous. It's on the downhill of Col des Tours, and some car driver a few years ago wrote "kill cyclists" on it, and I rode past it time and time again. I thought, no, this is a bit annoying, so I actually wrote "skilled cyclists rule" on it, but it kind of faded away, and someone else has come along and written, "I like skilled cyclists." So obviously that's much better that way. And for anyone that follows my channel, just some very quick updates. Kask Protone, still the best helmet out there, I think. These Oakley, I was gonna say photogenic, but it's not photogenic, photochromic glasses. I really love them because you've just got the perfect tint for whatever sun is out there. Today's a bit cloudy, so they're kind of half tinted. I think they're really good. They're light, they've got no frame across the top, so I'm loving those. This is a Siroko long sleeve jersey. It could be a touch too big, actually. I probably could have gone for a small, but I really like the design and the colors, and it's a very nice sort of silky soft material, which is great. Shorts, very old Castelli Garmin. And the shoes, can we see the shoes? These are the new Sworks RS, very comfy. I'm riding them together with the Sworks 7s. I kind of alternating the two, and they're very different shoes, different the way they grip the foot. So just kind of getting used to them. They're both very good, just different. So I'm getting used to them. The discs, yeah, the rubbing discs. When I put this 49mm back on, on for the first time, should I say, it was in the morning just before a group ride. I thought, oh, that'll just slot straight in, and lo and behold, it rubbed like a bastard, which is ridiculous because it's the same exact wheel with the same exact disc, and it should have just, I'd managed to get the other one not rubbing, and this one should not have rubbed either, but it was very slightly warped out of the packet, and so I had to rapidly adjust it a bit so it didn't rub, but it wasn't perfect. And then all the delay meant I had to do a 10k time trial solo to catch the group, so I wasn't super chuffed about that.